Good evening. This is the weekly SexyPlus Clothing Facebook Live show. I am here with my special guest, Allan Belgraves. Hi, Allan.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for joining us today, Allan. I am going to just share this on my personal Facebook page so that more people can see it. I'll be right back. So you guys can get acquainted with Allan. I'll be just 1 second.
Hello.
There's nobody on yet, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm just going to see, because what I do is I share it on my personal Facebook page.
Okay.
And then that way people who don't see it on my business page will get a chance to see it. Share on your timeline. I am live now with Allan. Okay, and post. Here we go. So I think that we have, do we have anybody? Oh, hello, Heather. So you can see here, Heather Monroe has joined and she said hello. Gabrielle Babineau has joined and she's also shared it on her page. So thank you, Heather and Gabrielle. Good evening. This is my special guest, Allan, my co-host for the September 17th See My Curves event. Gabrielle, I imagine you're not able to attend that because you're so far, far away. Heather, where are you located? Are you going to be joining us on September 17th? Let me know. When they comment, there's always a bit of a delay because of, technology and, beaming this to satellite and everything and coming back. But it is interactive. Oh, and we have a third person. Hello, whoever you are. So you can see up here, see the live is going to 4 now. So we have 4 people. Hello, 4th, 6th, 5th person. Heather, you're in Ottawa. So are you going to make the trip and join us? It'll be a lovely afternoon. It's from 12:30 to 4:30 or so, and it's on a Sunday afternoon. And I checked the weather earlier,
Yes,
and the 14-day forecast. Did you check as well?
Yes, I'm guaranteeing good weather.
Oh, he guarantees good weather. But just as a backup and to reinforce Allan's guarantee, I checked the weather, the 14-day forecast earlier today, and it's looking very nice. I think it said 20, 21, 22 or something like that for Sunday, September 17th. Heather, you're not able to make it. Well, that's okay. Hopefully next year you can join us. We're going to make it an annual event. Stephanie Victoria has joined. She says, hello, love your clothing. Hope you're both doing great. Thank you, Stephanie. Where are you located? Did you know that we're having a cruise on September 17th? Let us know. Allan, my special guest. So I wanted you guys to get to know Allan a little bit. Usually I manage and do everything solo. I'm the sole owner of SexyPlus Clothing, and this is the first time that I'm co-hosting an event with somebody. So I wanted you all to meet my co-host Allan and get to know him a little bit. So Allan, can you kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and also tell us how you got connected with me and SexyPlus and how this event kind of came to be?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's my first time and it feels great. I have had the pleasure of meeting Stephanie in the summer because my daughter models for her. And she invited me to a fashion show. And while I was an audience there looking at these fantastic ladies, I said, oh my God. I normally have a boat cruise every year. This is going to be my 12th one. And every year we try to do something different. So I figured I would approach Stephanie to have a fashion show on board so we can show Toronto all these lovely ladies. And she ran with the idea, and this is where we are at this point. And we are working hard to make this a fantastic event. And if you can make it, I want you to make every effort to come out and support the ladies. And it's September 17th, and definitely at 12 noon, as they say, high noon. It's going to be Indian summerish, and
Yeah, beautiful weather.
there's going to be lots of food and well, drinks, and a fantastic show. And we will have a lot of prizes that you can actually win those prizes.
Oh, maybe I'll get one later and we can show them what some of the prizes are.
Oh, wow, yeah.
If I can lift it, guys, we'll see later. So Jennifer has joined. Jen Williams, hello. Jackie Hoffer, thanks everybody for joining. Stephanie Victoria, if you're in Mississauga, then you can, if you're coming to the cruise, you can come to the store here. We're also located in Mississauga, and you can purchase your tickets here. So hello everybody for joining. So Allan, when you were here June 11th for the SexyPlus Clothing fashion show that we had in the parking lot, had you ever seen anything like that in your life before?
No, I was very impressed with the dignity and the class, the grace, the posture, and I'm a little embarrassed because my daughter, you know, she is actually modeling, and but I'm not sure if I should be embarrassed because she never really invited me, but I'm glad that I can.
Well, she is one firecracker. She is Alana, and her name is Rasta_Rebel on Instagram. So you guys really need to go check her out. She's been a customer of mine for years. Lovely lady. And when I did the model call for the June 11th fashion show, she saw it on my social media, and she came kind of like all, you know, like shy and curious, and she's like, what do you need to have in order to start modeling for you? And I'm like, you've got it already, Alana. So just come, audition, and she has the look, she has the attitude, she has the walk, and she has the hunger for it, because ever since that show, you can see that she's been doing a tremendous job at building up herself as a plus size model and building up her brand. So that, yeah, so she's amazing. And so, yeah, thank you for saying that it was done with such dignity and class, because at the end of that fashion show on June 11th, we had a lingerie segment, which was pretty smoking hot. Okay. And you know, I'm glad to say, to hear you say that, you know, you thought that it was represented well, because that's true to my brand, is that I'll sell from the classiest dress to the most provocative piece, but my brand in general, my store, is a celebration of the woman, and she can wear whatever she wants. Absolutely. And so, you know, even if I'm representing, you know, really sexy lingerie, it's still done in a tasteful way and respectful of the woman, you know. Lucy Brock, thanks for joining. Teresa, how are you? Good evening. Hope everybody had a great long weekend. Kind of sad that it's at the end of summer almost, but you know, we're marking the end of summer, because I looked it up. I don't think summer ends until September 22nd. So this cruise is officially the last you know, plus size event of the summer, right?
Yeah, we have had most of our cruises around this time, because the water is the warmest it will ever get in the whole summertime, believe it or not. And this is a day cruise, so we don't have to worry too much about the evening breeze.
Yeah.
But the Toronto skyline is going to be just as beautiful, even more beautiful in the daytime.
Yeah, and it actually makes like the evening ones are fun, but this one it's makes picture taking a lot easier too, because you have that beautiful daylight. So I don't know if you guys have taken a look at my social media or Allan's on Facebook. The vessel, the boat that we're going to be hosting the cruise on, is called the Northern Spirit, and it's a triple decker. And oh, hi Monica, good evening, thanks for joining. So the boat is a triple decker, and the top level is what do you call that? Open topless? It is.
Well, we're not having topless, but the boat itself will be on the top.
Yeah, so the top level doesn't have, it's open sky, I don't know. So yeah, so it'll be just lovely, and you can have a cocktail. Curl Shepherd just joined. She's another one of my longtime customers. Curl, I hope you can make it to the cruise. I don't know if you know about it, but September 17th, we're having a fashion show and cruise, so you can see it on all my open air. Heather Monroe says open air triple decker. Thank you. So yeah, the first level is where we're going to have the buffet dinner and a little mini marketplace with some vendors there, so you can make some, you know, connections.
Yes, do some
networking, or do a little bit of shopping. And then the middle level is where we're going to have the fashion show, and then the top level will just be, you know, cocktails, taking pictures. We'll have some professional photographers on board too, so you never know, you might get a chance to get a picture with them. Okay. Tina Rose, good evening. Thanks for joining, Tina. Are you coming on the cruise on September 17th? Let me know. So yeah, so you were inspired as a result of seeing the the June 11th show to get in touch, and I'm glad you did, because I had actually been thinking of doing a fashion show on a cruise for some time.
Oh,
and
wow.
I just, and I had actually, you know, looked into it and, you know, started to, you know, get quotes and stuff like that, but to execute and take on the responsibility and the financial obligation for that is a little bit intimidating.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so how nice. And I was saying to Katerina a few weeks ago, one of the models, that it's nice to share this with somebody else who's just as driven to make it excellent, and to promote it and to get people to come out and enjoy it, and it's not all on my shoulders. So it's really a relief and a pleasure to be partnering with you on this, Allan.
The pleasure is mine. I'm so glad that you decided to agree to this, because the best thing that we can do to showcase these lovely ladies is to around the Toronto, you know. And,
exactly.
This is where we are. This is where we live, and we're so proud of it. And we're proud of all the ladies that model for you.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that not only is it rare in one's lifetime to be able to see a plus size fashion show live, but even more than that, to see one where models of all sizes and shapes are shown. So in this fashion show, ladies, it's going to be sizes 14 to 26, which I think is you know, it's really refreshing for me as a small business to be able to make those decisions to show beauty diversity, because a lot of these bigger brands that are selling plus size clothing or selling products to the plus size woman, they always show the smaller, more perfect looking plus size. And women want to see somebody who's got, you know, the weight distributed or the shape that they are, and then to also see that and think, you know, they see them on the runway and they think, wow, she's beautiful, she looks great, maybe I look great, maybe I'm beautiful. And so that's part of the you know, contagious effect that I want these events to have on women. Thanks for sharing, Tina, appreciate that.
I wanted to personally say thanks to you, because you know, this is something great you're doing, and I'm bringing that from on the people that I speak to. They're saying, oh wow, Allan, this is a great idea, you know, all this kind of stuff. But I'm saying, you know, the person who has to get all the credit is Stephanie here.
Well, thank you.
Because she's really making it happen. And I really like how the ladies, they do appreciate and they do admire you, and it's fantastic, because I did the fashion show down at the Addison.
Okay.
I also attended there.
Okay.
And it
it was called the Toronto Plus Size Fashion Show, and that one was by Malia Indigo.
Yes. Okay.
And that one was July 29th, I think. Yeah, that one was beautiful.
It was unbelievable. It was fantastic.
Very nicely executed.
And I said, you know what, today, doesn't matter how business she is, I'm gonna try to get a word in. And I told my son, we got to get this done. We got to get this done.
Yeah. And that was July 29th. We decided to start planning. Lucy says, I wish I could do this sometime. Lucy, are you referring to modeling yourself? If so, yes, it is something that is possible for anybody who wants it. You just have to, you know, want it and build your brand, put your best foot forward, and come out to casting calls and modeling opportunities when they are announced. And oftentimes your opportunity will start with a small business, because it's easier to get in the door, you know, than with a big corporation with all their red tape Noelle Taylor joined. Good evening, Noelle. Thanks for joining. So do you want to maybe talk a little bit about the other cruises that you've had? And I'm going to go in back and get one of the prizes to show off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
I'll
bring
be right
both,
back.
you can bring
Okay.
both of them.
I don't know if I can like carry both, but
Yeah.
I'll try.
So every year we try to do something different, and most of the other cruises that we've done, we never really had to sell a lot of tickets because it was ethnic based. For instance, the one we did last year, we had about 250 Filipino Canadians, and that cruise sold out in no time. I had to scramble to actually get tickets for my friends and my families because we had a smaller vessel, right? But we are very fortunate to be on the Northern Spirit. It holds like 589 people, and we are looking for around maybe 250 to 300. So there will be lots of room on that. The first cruise I did, believe it or not, was just 150 people, and that was like 12 years ago.
Wow.
And
and that's not a small crowd. That's a significant crowd
and
still.
that was the first
right?
one, and we didn't really have to do any promotions. This was just the people that I know, and it was mostly Sri Lankans.
Okay.
The second
And
one.
do they know how to party?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The second one we did was a mix of Indians and Italians. What
Okay.
a combination,
Right, yeah. Wow.
But the Italian group stuck with us on every cruise. All right. This is probably the first one we may not see a lot of them because of the timing.
Right.
And you know, but it's going to have a nice mix of people.
I think so
It's gonna
too.
be very cosmopolitan.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was saying the other day is that it's nice. Another one of the benefits of partnering together on this is that I draw, SexyPlus Clothing customers and my network, and you draw yours, and so it's going to be a nice kind of blending. It's not a plus size event; it's a plus size fashion show, a body positive beauty diversity event with people of all walks of life.
Yes.
So you may be wondering what I went in back for. So these are the some of the raffle prizes that
You can actually win this.
okay, do you
can
guys
win.
see how big this is? Look at that. Oh my god. So you can win either the rum or the what? Vodka?
Yeah.
So cheers.
Okay, let's drink. Let's drink. Yeah.
And then there'll also be, I've gotten some of my suppliers to donate prizes. So for example, if you see the black dress behind us here in the middle, so that's a Kiona dress. That's just one of the styles. Their dresses are valued at about $150 to $180. So they've donated a dress. So the winner will get to pick from any one of their dresses that they have in their entire collection, not just what I have here at the store. They can pick anything they want in in the sizes that they carry. Sleevey Wonders, which is sleeves that are worn under a dress to provide arm coverage. They've also donated a prize. There may be more prizes still to come. Hey, look, Malia Indigo has joined. Malia, we were just talking about your July 29th.
Your event, your fantastic event.
Your beautiful fashion show in that happened in July, and what a great job you did. So
Did you say Sleevey Wonder?
yeah, it's called Sleevey Wonders.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so I'll show you.
that is
A great marketing name. It's definitely they say that in a good name it has to have memory glue. So Sleevey Wonders definitely has memory glue. So this is an example here of a Sleevey Wonder. So this is the sleeves, which are worn under the dress to provide arm coverage, because a lot of women are kind of shy about their arms and they just want to wear these sleeveless dresses and tops, but they want the arm coverage. So this is an example. And so these come in, and it's a new product that I have here at SexyPlus. They come in jersey and lace and mesh. And I mean, I had a lady here this morning, she was like, this is the greatest invention ever, because whether a woman, if she's comfortable showing her arms, great. But if she's not, and you can provide her with something that makes her feel beautiful and feel empowered, that's what you need to provide, you know? And Malia says September 17th will be unique and fun indeed. And did you know that Malia is modeling in it?
Oh, wow.
She's going to be modeling in our September 17th fashion
beautiful.
show. Yep, very good. So anything else to add?
Well, we have to talk about the music. You know, we got
Indeed.
fantastic DJs. We have Dr. Remy, and we have a big DJ, The Matrix. He'll be doing his thing, and it's all kinds of music for all kinds of people. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. And we will hear that. I cannot wait for next year when it will be bigger and better.
And I think that it's funny when I talk to my customers about the cruise and the event, and then I tell them that my co-host is Trinidadian, all of a sudden they're like, oh, right? Like when I'm talking, like I'm having a cruise, they're like, I'll look into it. And then I say my co-host is Trinidadian, and you know, it's probably going to have like a Caribbean flair. Then all of a sudden they're like, they perk up and they're like, oh. So I think that that's another, you know, part of, you know, us coming together is to,
Well, I
you know,
guess they know that, you know, the Trinidad is the land of the carnival, so, you know.
yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, we do know how to throw a party.
Right? Yeah. Jules just joined. She is one of the models in the fashion show. She was also my June 11th one. Yeah. Hi, Jules. So, Malia, I think you were asking, how does one enter the contest for the bottles? That will be a raffle, and that will be sold on the cruise the day of. And then they can also purchase to win the dress or to win the sleeves or whatever, right? Yeah. So those will all be prizes open to anybody who buys the raffle tickets. So we've got a lineup of 20 plus size models, ranging, like I said earlier, in sizes from 14 to 26. If you go to my Instagram page at SexyPlus and you scroll down a little bit, I've posted a collage of all the models, so it would be nice for you to go and check them out and see them and follow them and hopefully come on the cruise and encourage them, you know?
That was well done, actually. That was well done.
What, my collage?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
thanks.
was well done. And,
well, you know, everything I do it well.
oh, wow. Great. Wonderful. Yeah. That was well done.
It's
that
true.
That sold me a few tickets.
Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, when I was in school, my teachers used to use my reports as the example.
Oh, wow.
And then all the other students would hate me.
You're just a teacher's pet.
All the other students would hate me because they'd be like, she's teacher's pet. But the teachers, seriously, they'd be like, this class is how you should submit a report.
It was
the
quality.
That's the thing. And so I think, like, with SexyPlus, I think that you got to pick what you love to do and do it well. And I think that some people, the way their brain works is that they're dreamers and they have lots of ideas, and what happens is that if you get into too many things, you spread yourself too thin and you don't master any of them. So for me, it's been all about SexyPlus, only about SexyPlus for the last 8 years of my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way, you know?
You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I think that did you even start the show with your hat?
Oh, where's yours?
I am not putting it on this Jew.
Why?
Because it looks bad.
that?
Isn't he handsome?
Oh, wow, look at that.
Ooh. All right.
Remember, September 17th at high noon.
September 17th, you can get your tickets here at SexyPlus. You can call Allan at 416-464-6336. On Facebook, there is an event. All you have to do is type in See My Curves, CSEA, as in the water, and then the event will come up with all the information. You can also purchase tickets on Eventbrite, although there is a fee to purchase it there, but if that's your preference, certainly do that. But if you want to avoid the fee, you can contact myself or Allan, or send an e-transfer to me, and the models are also selling tickets.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, so it's very catchy, you know. See My Curves. Can you tell us the idea behind this?
Well, I try to find my background, do you guys see that? See my curves? See, get it? My background is in marketing, and I learned very early on that in order to sell something, you've got to give it a good name. And if you look at my website, you'll see that every single one of my dresses has a name.
Okay.
And it's very basic. But like I said earlier, it has to have memory glue, which obviously the expression speaks for itself, something that people remember. So I always try to find like a double meaning. So for example, if you look at that black, do you see that black maxi dress there? I'll show you guys here. That one hanging there with the pink belt. It's actually shorts underneath. Whoops. And so I call it the duplicity because it works both as a maxi dress and as shorts. So it's called the duplicity. It's doing double duty, right? So that's kind of the way it is. But look.
Does the front open? Oh.
It does.
Oh, okay. Wow. Wow.
Wow is right. So you guys want to go check out the duplicity. So if you're wondering what to wear for the cruise, you can come to SexyPlus Clothing and get your outfit. I promise I won't sell the same thing to two people who are going. It's very important for a woman, you know. You feel terrible if you're at an event and you see somebody else wearing the same thing. You just want to run away.
It's okay. It happens at the Oscars. Don't worry.
Whoa. Oh my God, I would die. So any other questions, Allan, or anybody online? Malia's laughing. So yeah, guys, share this video. If you can also share the See My Curves Facebook event, that would be great. Even if you can't make it, share the event. Help us make it a sellout event. We would really love for this event to be sold out so that we can make it bigger and better next year. It's just nice to see more plus size events, because the more we do things like this, the more media will pick it up and the more people become accustomed to seeing beauty that comes in different packages, and beauty doesn't only look one way, right?
So once again, remember, it's September 17th. The boat is leaving at 2:07 Queen's Quay, okay? So don't be late, be on time, because we don't want you to have to take a water taxi, okay? So, because many of my cruises, I see people are spending money on the water taxi because they know they don't want to miss the fun. So be on time, get there early so that you can take some photos, and it's going to be wonderful. And I want to thank you very much for the opportunity, Stephanie.
No problem.
For inviting me, and it was a pleasure.
Thank you. And so good night. See you next Tuesday, everybody. Bye.
Bye.